Should we listen to some music, folks? Should we get into it? I think we should. This is A Perfect Circle with their song Feathers. Let's go.
Just define our border. Wall and manor forged in flame. Knowing little of your wounding. Share our mending all the same.
This is really nice and really different, and I love the spaciousness of it. It's really open and it's very uplifting. I really like the tone and the vibe of this. It's got this kind of end credits kind of feel to it. It feels like the end of some kind of Jet Li film when the bad guys have been beaten, and it kind of pans up to a cityscape, you know, and everything's okay, and they've got away free, and the problem's over, you know. There's a little bit of that feeling to it to me. It's got this kind of resolution to it that I really like.
Weight of words and wars we carry. I'm like you, just like you. Eyes of secret storm and story. Show and tell will make it through. Sadness like a pendulum pulls us around and to and fro. Honest fate and undue odium. Armor anchored in stone.
By the telling, let them become, will they all be feathers? Is it feathers or feathered? I'm thinking of like being tarred and feathered, you know, when somebody back in the day committed some kind of crime or wrongdoing, they would cover them in tar and then throw feathers all over them so that they can be seen, you know, for kind of what they are, you know. I wonder if that's kind of the message of it. Lord says the clean and distorted car has the Cure Wish album feel, which is a great sound. Yeah, big time, big time. Sadness like a pendulum. By telling, will they become, will they all be feathers? I'll stop now. Pucifer has a new album coming out. Interesting. Yeah, so what do you guys think the message of this song is?
Eyes of secret storm and story. Show and tell will make it through. Owners fade and undo audio. Armor anchored in stone. By the telling, may they become, may they all be feathers.
Beautiful song with a really nice kind of vibe and tone to it. It feels like release throughout. It's this really calming but lifting and soaring kind of piece. It's like a kind of relief, you know. Jack says, my takeaway message is talking through our fears and past traumas and experiences with people we can trust can lessen their power. And how true is that? You know, I think when things remain inside you, they circulate and they fester and they grow more powerful because they don't have that outside to combat them, you know, to reveal them for the nonsense that they are, like to, you know, because in your mind you can say things and it's not always clear, like negative self-talk and things like that. Like in your mind, it can feel very real, incredibly real, such a truth. And then when you air those thoughts out loud, sometimes even just having somebody there, they don't even need to say something. You say it out loud and you go, oh, that's not right. That's not right. Actually hearing myself say it in words to another person reveals how untrue it is, and how if you heard anybody else saying that to themselves, you would, you know, you would tell them that it's not the case. And it lifts, doesn't it, to share. But you know, I don't know, the phrase is not coming to mind, but a sort of burden shared is a burden lifted. I don't know what that means. You know, I think it's just, you know, something along those lines. Rennie says, which is heavier, a feather or your heart? Jay says, I think that's why therapy is such a giant industry. People are just looking for someone to listen to them. That's exactly it. And the first time I went to therapy, they barely said anything. They just kind of, I would just talk. And as I was talking, I'd be like, and that's why I now think this. But that's not right, is it? That's not true. And I'm not that person anymore. And actually, that wasn't my fault. And they just go, yeah. That's all you need. You just need somebody to talk to. I think most of the time, all we need is somebody to listen. You don't always have to have a problem solved by somebody, just to have them listen to you. I think that lifts a lot. Claire says a problem shared is a problem halved. Thank you. Thank you. I knew I was onto something there. Therapy has helped me so much. I'm so grateful to be able to talk and vent to somebody and not feel judged. Absolutely. And what I've heard a lot from like friends and stuff who are kind of naysayers of therapy or refuse to go is it's like, well, I've got my mates, I've got friends, and I can talk to them about anything. And it's like, yeah, but your friends aren't qualified professionals, and sometimes, like, it's great, like it's the best thing to have friends or family or both that you can confide in and you can speak openly with, but they're also very close to you and they don't have the training, and if you say something, they might say the wrong thing that could make things a lot worse. And I've experienced that many times, and so that's what I kind of say to them is like, if you go to a therapist, they should know what to say that can lead you. They basically guide you in a direction to help yourself. They just guide you, and yeah, that's not something a friend always has the ability to do, and it's also a great responsibility on them. As I say, it's very important to share and very important to have friends that you can be totally open with and share all your everything, but you can't solely rely on that, Lord Sir Ziggs says, think about how you treat your best friend, then do the same for yourself. This works for me. Beautiful advice. I love that. Claire says, I've studied it, Dan. It's an amazing skill, counselling. They do more than you pick up on. Yeah. Next we meet, I can let you in on some skills. I'd really appreciate that, Claire. Thank you. Jay says, can't always talk to your friends about everything specifically. Yeah, exactly. I loved that song. That was brilliant. And what a discussion has been born from it. I love that. That was a perfect circle. Feathers. Very, very, very nice.